Hey everybody, what's up? So, I'm going to go into our snake room. We are now in a new place, as for some of you who used to watch, or you have watched. We were in a apartment for a while, and now we are in a actual house. As you can see, got a nice big room here, front door, and all that. Anyways, but I was wanting to show you our snake room and some of the things we're going to be doing pretty soon here. Actually, very soon here. So, without further ado, I'm actually going to put a couple of things away in there anyway, so just go in there and do that. Alright guys. Oh, shoot. A little bit more humid in those two tanks than I thought. My bad. Okay, so it is really late right now, recording this. I decided to do this just because, number one, testing out the new phone and things like just really a lot of, I can't really sleep. So I figured, why not try everything out and see how that goes. But oh, someone's out for a little bit of a exploration. Okay, so I don't know if you remember how our setups were. They're still, some of them are still the same. So you got Elixir in this one here. She's in the big, basically what you would say as a breeder tank. She's not breeding. She's not old enough yet. I don't believe she's old enough yet. So right now, the last time you saw it, it was like filled with things. I took out a lot of stuff because of the fact that every time we went to go find her, because she likes to burrow in that substrate. So all of this is aspen. And when she burrows, things move, and it just made it easier to just leave it pretty bare. Some of the things were moved around and put into other tanks, of course, after cleaning them. So yeah, that's some of the things we've been doing. So I'll show you Raina, who is out and about right now. And she is fixing to shed. There she is. So yeah, it's really blurry because it's all fogged up in here. I humidified her tank because she is going in to shed, as is Hinode, who is somewhere in here. I don't know if she's in there or if she's in there. There. But yeah, they're still in those ones. I have Mocha, who is in the 10-gallon tank. Unfortunately, I had to move him from those ones that I just showed you and put him in here because, yeah, we were running out of, I guess you would say, space, and we had too many rats, and yeah, some of that was messed up. So here he is. He's having a good old time. Just checking things out. And he's our normal. But I did want to let you guys know that we are having a couple of new additions to the reptile room. Reptile slash rat room. Sorry, I have foil over this because his humidity was not staying where it needed to be for a while, and now it is because I put a bigger, what do you call it? Water dish in there instead of having that tiny, tiny one that is actually in Hinode's, because she doesn't really soak. She just kind of chills and drinks from it. She doesn't like to soak very much. So right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and bring him out because he has been wanting to come out very badly. So, derpy boy. I know you want out so stinking badly. You've been wanting out bad. He hasn't been out very much, so I figure take the time while he's out and about to do that for him. Come on. You can't do that, otherwise you'll fall. Alright, come here. No, don't grab. What are you doing? What are you doing? Crazy boy. And no, that's not a rat. And the reason I'm being so slow with him is because he was kind of frustrated with me about, I don't know, an hour ago. So I figured since I came in here and he's out and about, bring him out. Let him show himself off. One thing I love about the normal ball python is how their pattern on their belly is just so different from others. So I figured show him off because he hasn't been shown off in a while, because normally I'm, videoing the girls who are my pride and joy, but at the same time, I still need to admire this beautiful, handsome man. And I tried offering him food, hang on. Tried offering him food about 2 or 3 hours ago, and he didn't really want to eat, so I figured, okay. He did try to go through a shed cycle and didn't shed, but he's still been off of food for since the first or second when he finally did eat. Oh my gosh, you've got yourself wrapped in my. He wants to cruise so badly. I don't want to let him on the floor because there's pine everywhere from all the rats. Our mama rat who just had babies is in the big old 20-gallon that he used to be in. And yeah, so I did that. But anyways, our new project that we're going to be working on here pretty soon. Do you want to see yourself? Is that it? You want to see yourself? Our new project is sitting over here. There we go. So you got the bars. We had actually gotten that idea from someone else on YouTube. I don't remember the guy's name. I'll have to look him up and give him a shout out because I like his idea. So we've got pretty much. We're still missing a few items. We got to get the heat tape. We got to get the tubs, of course, and we've got to get the tools for the rest of the stuff to actually put it together and get it going. Our newest little boy, who is a Mojave Banana G-stripe, he's young, about as young as. Shoot. He was born either 7/20 or 8/20. I think it was 8/20. Probably August or something like that. Anyways, he's about, if he was born in August, he's a little bit younger than all of these guys. But either way, he's a beautiful boy. Oh my goodness. He still looks like he's going to go into a shed, but I can't tell. One of the things I noticed with him is his colors. I don't know if you guys can really notice the coloring because the lighting's weird, but I mean, he looks beautiful, but to me in this lighting, he looks like he's still going to go into a shed sometime. But he's kind of weird about that. When he goes into a shed, he takes forever to actually go in a shed and then fully shed. And typically we've never had any problems with him shedding, but it just takes him a lot longer than, say, some of our other snakes. Like Hinode, she's definitely going into a shed. She's got opaque eyes and definitely faded colors. Raina, who is checking everything out because that log in there is new for her, which I did have it in Hinode's tank, and then decided to move that out because she really doesn't use it, and it's more for looks for her. It's not really, it's actually more of a hindrance for her than, say, Raina, who actually does utilize that thing. So I don't know if you can see her too well. Oh, there she is. And I'm sorry if I can't keep the camera still. when I lean, it doesn't work out for me to hold anything still. And this is on my phone, so yeah, I don't really have the equipment just yet to actually be able to do something like this where I can keep the camera still. But yeah, so that is the new... Sorry, carpal tunnel. It acts up when I'm doing certain things. But anyway, so we have a new boy coming in. Like I said, he's a Mojave Banana G-Stripe. I bought him off of Morph Market. Great person to buy from. He's got a lot of different ones. He has another Mojave Banana G-Stripe that I was wanting, but I chose the smaller one because he's just cute. And so he's gonna be coming in on the 14th, and today's the 11th. So I've got to get stuff rolling here, but I don't have everything I need. So that's gonna be until later on today to get some of the stuff, I think. Because we're still waiting on some funds. But I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that's been going on. I know it's been so long since I've been on here, and I'm sorry, I say that a lot, don't I? But what are you doing, silly boy? You're gonna mess up. I think he wants to see himself or something. Oh. You're like, wait, there's double of me. The heck? The hex? He's such a photo bomber. It's unreal. I think because of the phone, it has the heat. And you can probably see some of the I guess, radio waves or something. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a scientific person. So one of the things that I notice is that every time I have him on camera, he's just a ham. He loves to be in the camera. And then we also have another edition coming in at some point. We're hoping to get him sooner rather than later. Our boy Sonny, he is from Wilbanks. So we'll have 3 from Wilbanks now. And come on, let go. I want to get you out of that so I can get you on my neck. Because this is annoying. There. So, anyways. We have Sonny coming in at some point. We're going to have him shipped over to us because we are without a car. But other than that, you know, we're expanding. And we're hoping to get up to a breeding session within the year. I got a snake somewhere. I can feel him. So our first girl that will be breeding is Hinode because she is our biggest girl. She is over 500 grams. She is now, I believe I just weighed her at 520. That was after a full digestion. And there you are. So she will be our first one to breed. Mocha here has actually gone down as far as what he should be in weight. He is now 333 grams, whereas before he was getting up to that already, and he dropped significantly because of the storm that we had out here in Oklahoma. and he didn't eat for a good 3 weeks, and then even coming into this place, he didn't eat till just the first or second, and probably actually, I want to say the first, second, or third, one of those days. And when that finally happened, believe you me, I was jumping for joy, because his weight had dropped to the point of scary for me. I do not like seeing my snakes skinny whatsoever. That doesn't mean to say that I overfeed them. That's just meaning to say I do like them I like to see them at a really healthy weight. I mean, these are our babies, and we prize them. Well, we pride them as, basically pedestal pride. We don't want anything bad happening to them and stuff like that, so... Sorry, my voice is draining because I'm, tired and just not able to sleep yet. What else? Oh. Elixira, our first snake, was, I weighed her at, what did I put her weight as? 300 and something. Oh, dang it. These snakes are ridiculous sometimes, aren't they? These guys love to drop. And thankfully, I'm able to catch them pretty easily. You gotta stop doing that, Bubbas. I know you want to just cruise, but I can't let you. There's too much pine on the floor, and I gotta sweep up. That's another thing, I gotta sweep up the floor. There's all sorts of dirt and things from the different enclosures and rats and stuff. Oh, buddy. Oh, stinker. But I believe I weighed her and got... it was 300 something grams. I know that much. She's a very long, slender snake. She may be, 300 some odd grams, almost as much as this. Actually, I think she's weighing a little more than what he does right now, because he's 33. And if I could just get him to chill out for a second. Yeah. I will be able to set this down real quick. Okay, so you guys are going to be seeing some wall here. Okay. Sorry, bud. Don't mean to press your face up against that glass, but... Okay. Okay, right here. So this is my feeding and weight chart. So for 6 months for Hinode at 6 months, she's 520 grams, like I said. And Mocha here is 333, whereas he would have been already 500 some odd grams had he kept eating, but he's a very picky eater. He doesn't like to eat a lot. He's very slender for his own, age and weight, because he's about 6 or 7 months. Not entirely sure, but I'm believing he is about the same age as Hinode here. For Reina, she's a little over 7 months, or close to 7 months. She hasn't eaten in at least a couple weeks. Possibly only 1 week, I'm not entirely sure, because I threw the other one away. Last time I weighed her, it was last month, or at the end of the month before, November. Not entirely sure, and it looks like she's still checking things out. This boy here, he just wants to check everything out. So Reina isn't weighed yet. She's about the same. Actually, she's less. She's only like 200 something grams. but I don't have anything on this one per se. So anyways, Elixir is 327, and I believe if my calculations are right, she could be at least a year old. I'm not sure. And she ate on the 8th. So there's that. But yeah, and that blue paint right there, that is from when some other people had lived here. We haven't done really much with this place just yet, considering it's still new and we're still trying to catch up on all of our stuff other than just paying bills. So everything is pretty much a disaster. What are you doing? And for those of you who have questions about at what age, because I know for myself, I was actually looking around on YouTube to find out what age and what weight do you guys, or do some people breed their male snakes with another female. And typically they start on, I found this out with a bunch of different people, they're typically starting at about 600 to anywhere from 600 and up grams, just because of the fact that sometimes these guys do not have what it takes at 500, say. And this is not me saying it because I'm still not a breeder just yet. I do hope to be one soon. But as far as from what I've learned, you can always check out other people's YouTube channels and stuff like that and actually get a breeder's perspective of how they do it. I know Chris Hardwick, he had said that he had bred some at like 500s per se and didn't get much out of it. So as far as the males go, they typically do need to be about 600 grams or more to go ahead and start breeding. And as far as females go, you do want to start at about, I would say 1600 from what I've learned. And it sucks because I'm really ready to start breeding. It's driving me nuts. I do want to be able to breed and eventually start selling snakes. Now, granted, that doesn't mean that I'm allowed legally to sell snakes. I do have to look into the laws about doing that, I think. But as far as, being able to breed snakes and stuff, it'd be great because I'd love to see what the heck we can come up with. Granted, this guy's a normal, but even normals can come up with a bunch of different hets. And I know for a fact that this guy does not have any hets. He's a strict normal. As far as if he was to breed with Hinode, who is a pastel albino enchi, she would end up producing some normal and a lot of them being het for her, son of a gun, het for all of hers traits, the pastel albino and enchi. Now, as far as figuring that out, what they would look like, I wish I knew because they come out so differently. And you can come up with, like, if you go to Morph Market, you'll find normals that end up having hets. And they look a little different. They have different body pattern on their belly and stuff like that, too. You're a good boy. And, I've learned a lot. I haven't learned everything, but you're learning something new every day, so. But I just wanted to let you know about what projects we're doing now and let you guys say hi to some of them. Where'd she go? Oh, she's still cruising. I should show you that. First of all, you'll end up seeing who's being a derpy derp. But anyways, if you can see her, she's up there, cruising around. And I don't know if you can tell in the camera itself if you are able to see how she's faded as opposed to when she was just shed and things like that. These guys absolutely love to check out all the other cages, especially him. I know he's always loved Hinode, but he's always loved to go up here, as do all the others. they're always like, "Ooh, there's so much stuff up here." And it's like, no, you are not going in there. We're up there. So, it sucks having rats in here because of the fact that, you know, it's hard. I have tried to keep them as pets, and then they get so, let's just say this, they get very messy. And I don't like, you know, I honestly, I love these little guys. They're cute as heck, but they are feeders. And, you know, sometimes I don't like giving live, especially when I start getting attached to some of them. The two that are in another cage, they were supposed to be my pets. That didn't happen. Because they started being buttheads and a-holes, and yeah. So I'm trying to give them off as feeders, but these guys are not really wanting anything to do with them. But granted, they are getting big, and even though I try to feed them a small portion, they are growing fast. Granted, rats have short lifespans, so they have to grow fast and breed fast. But, you know, I don't know. The only reason they are in that setup right down there, if you see it, out in there. Yeah, that mess, yeah, that was in the closet, and now it's all tore up. So, can't use it, gotta throw it out. But, can't do that until I get our trash can dumped. So, that's happening tomorrow. But, as for these guys, they're in that because they chewed, Mama in there had chewed through this enclosure, if you see that. And yeah, and she also chewed through the green one that she was in originally. So I'm not sure how many people have seen our video of when we had our first set of baby rats, titled We Have Baby Ratties. But for those of you that did, yes, we had her in that cage for a long time, and she was totally fine, never had a problem, until we get here and she got stressed out and she started chewing a huge hole into that one there, which I don't know if you see it. I'm sure you do though. So, yeah, hence why they are now in the 20-gallon tank. I can't put the other two with them because I don't know what they'll do to the babies, so I try to keep them separated, considering one's a male and one's a female, and I don't need this rat getting pregnant again. At least not now, because she just had those babies. I mean, they're only a couple weeks old, if even. I think only 1 week old, maybe. But anyways, I mean, they're turning into fuzzies, so they'll be soon weaning, and now they're all over the cage. So yeah, if you see all of them, yeah, they are going crazy. That's the first time I've seen all of them just crawling around. Mama, of course, is still big and just a little fatty. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know what's going on and stuff, so gosh darn it, quit. But as far as anything else, there's not a whole lot left I can do. I'm seeing some baby rats fight. It's funny. I like watching them fight because it's just so fun because they're playing and they're learning how to, you know, defend themselves and stuff like that. I think she's finally going to go in and stay in there into her hide. So, if you can see that at all. But, so yeah, that's, you know, what we're up to right now. And I would let you say hi to like Sarah, but she is, I think, burrowed. I think she's burrowed again, and I'm not going to go searching for her. I tried feeding her, and she didn't want any food. But granted, I don't know if she's even digested all of it. Oh, I see a tail. I don't know if you see her tail at all. So it looks like, from what I can tell, that she is doubled up. So basically, she's got herself kind of like how he is, just under the substrate. You are so funny. Yeah. But, so yeah, that's what I wanted to let you guys know, is that we got some projects going, and we are going to be starting with racks now instead of those things. So, like I said, I got to get some heat tape and some other tools for it, and doing some things to finally finish it up. And for those of you who do want to build your own rack systems, you could always go to Home Depot. That's where we got those. I don't remember what the heck they are called. I think it was like MDF board or something similar to that. I'm not sure. But it is a kind of like a press board. I don't know if you guys can tell what that looks like to you. But typically that is what it looks like. It's very smooth, so it'll be very easy to, it'll be easy to slide the tubs in and out and stuff like that. So, you are being a weirdo and trying to constrict on my arm. Not necessarily constricting, but he does like to tighten up a little bit so he can get more grip. Let me get my thumb. Thank you. So you can do that. So, yeah, that's just what he does a lot. And he is so funny. I used to think that some of his colors, like here, where all of that blushing there, was something else in him. No, it's not, unfortunately. But, you know what? I don't care, because he is a beautiful boy and I love him to death. And I just, I will say this. There are some beautiful ball pythons out there with the morphs and different colorations and things like that, but you can't beat a classic. But I mean, every snake is beautiful. It's God's creature, and you know what? Appreciate every moment you have, because these guys could, they could have been wiped off the face of the earth, and they're not, and I am glad, because these guys are amazing creatures. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put him